The Lord is our shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I like down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I RASTA, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Who prepares the table before I, in the presence of our enemy them, who anointed I head with no oil, the cup runneth over. Surely, goodness and mercy, I go follow I all the days of I Ivan. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah, kadama we grow my bear, tailor, how ma uso bolisa, I don't know what to, it was sick for. How are you, Moe? This is the Black Pot, aka Cocobodo, where we speak truth to power. Now, here we don't criticize, but if we must criticize, we'll do it on only one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. It is the voice of the people, and the voice of the people is the voice of God. My name, Blakk, RASTA. This is from the newsreel, and we always endeavor to keep it real. Come here, my y'all. Today we have a number of issues we want to look at, and I truly need you to come along. Oh my God, have mercy. Remember, our phone numbers are scrolling on your screens. Pick up that and do business with us. Yes, your business will do so well on this channel. And I want to thank everybody for coming on the show. And I want to say thank you one more time. I never take your loyalty for granted. And do me a favor, please share this broadcast. Share this broadcast so many more people can watch that. Today we have 6 very important issues to look at. And it's crazy what is happening. First story, my youth. Watch the story. It says, ABLAKWA exposes 10 more state capturers. Now, there is a term in politics and beyond known as state capture. It means people who are taking land and some other properties of the state. They are state capturers. My brother, sometimes it is done legally, but even with that, there are the undertones of corruption. Other times, it's purely illegal, nothing paid. It's just people in power stealing from the state. This is state capture. ABLAKWA has been talking about this government in power, the Nana Akufo-Addo BAWUMIA government, as a government that is encouraging state capture. And using the presidency and incumbency, they have been able to capture a lot. Remember recently when Brian Champon tried to buy some hotels and much more. We all remember the man who died and went to hell the other day, Sir John, who tried to give land that did not belong to him, even in the Achimota forest. My brother, my sister, even in death. This is Samuel Okujato ABLAKWA. He's the MP for North Tongue. Come here, my youth. MP for North Tongue. And he's been talking. Just last night, I saw a lot of posts he made on X, formerly called Twitter. And I decided that I should bring some of these things out. Show me some of the tweets. And let's see exactly what Honorable ABLAKWA is talking about. Now, this one says, fresh interceptions as part of my ongoing special parliamentary oversight on state capture reveal that the canker is deeper and more widespread than initially thought. What has emerged clearly explains why the Akufo-Addo BAWUMIA government adamantly refuses to publish the full list on the sale of public lands despite Parliament's 3-year tussle with the executive to obtain the data. It is also not surprising that the NPP's recently launched manifesto was totally silent on measures to deal with state capture and the unscrupulous crony sale of state assets. The latest revelations are bound to create further credibility crisis for the deceptive Akufo-Addo BAWUMIA government, which consistently claims that our public lands are not being sold and that they are safe, secure, and intact. Here is a first batch of the interesting names contained in the latest interceptions on the sales of prime lands by President Akufo-Addo to his appointees and other NPP politically exposed persons at the AU village, La Wireless Enclave. Oh my God. And number one is Kate Jemfua. And she is the NPP's women's organizer. She purchased from President Akufo-Addo on the 31st of August, 2022, directly. Ibrahim Muhammad Awal, Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture at the time of purchase. And he bought this from the president on the 30th of November, 2020. And he's no more a minister. He performed so abysmally with his deputy, Marco Kreku Mante. Sadly, he was sacked and Marco Kreku Mante continues to be there. It's sad, but that is what it is. He used to be the boss of Graphic. Ibrahim Muhammad Awal, Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture. Yes, at the time. Dr. Ernest Yedu Addison, he's the governor of the Bank of Ghana. And he purchased from the president himself on the 31st day of August in 2022, the same day Jemfua bought her piece of land. ABLAKWA has mentioned how many names so far? 3 names in state capture. In other words, stealing from the state, capturing land. Some of these lands, most of the time, are sold with corruption, or better still, under corruption undertones. My brother, my sister, and they charge them something small. If the thing costs 1 million, they will just ask them to pay 100,000 and take it away. We all know some of these things, right? But let's get into the detail. Number 4, Elsie Addo Awazi, Deputy Governor, Bank of Ghana. She purchased from President Akufo-Addo on the 27th of August 2020. Maxwell Opoku-Afare is the Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana, purchased from President Akufo-Addo 31st August 2022. Joseph Boain Edu, my old lecturer at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, is also in the state capture. He's now the CEO of the COCOBOD. He purchased from President Akufo-Addo on the 30th of October 2020. Now, Dr. Janet Ampedu Fofie is the chairperson, Presidential Emoluments Committee. He purchased from President Akufo-Addo on the 29th of June 2022. Kwabena Mante Jekte Nyako, and he is the board member, Ghana Airport Company Limited, purchased from President Akufo-Addo on the 22nd of October 2022. We have 2 more names to go. Anselm Ransford Ajetesoa, Ghana's High Commissioner to Canada, purchased from Akufo-Addo on the 14th of October 2020. Anna Asare Oduro, former NPP Women's Organizer, Holland Chapter, purchased from President Akufo-Addo on the 25th of February 2021. These are the 10 names, and ABLAKWA says, I shall continue to serialize the unconscionable and opaque land grab by the Akufo-Addo BAWUMIA government until they respond positively to the people's legitimate demand for accountability by publishing the full and unredacted data on the sale and true status of public lands. After all, these lands belong to the Ghanaian people. This is another reason I am delighted that we are making progress on our private members' bill, seeking to ban all politicians, politically exposed persons, and other top public officials from buying state assets. Watch out for part 2, for God and country, Ghana first. That's it away. ABLAKWA has been impressing me for some time now. We were not the best of friends when they were in power. But after that, we became quite friendly. And you can all say and attest to the fact that ABLAKWA has been pushing himself inside the anti-corruption fight. For some time now, he has exposed a lot of corrupt deals in this dirty government. Sometimes even members of his own party are caught in the crossfire. As it stands right now, he saved the nation a lot of millions of American dollars through his exposés. A man like that should only be applauded. But what he published on his X account did not miss the lenses of the Ghana world. They also cut it up and they flashed it on Ghana world. ABLAKWA list NPP bigwigs, government appointees who allegedly bought state lands from Akufo-Addo. And that's what we just read to you. The Member of Parliament for North Tongue, Samuel Okudzeto ABLAKWA, has shared details of documents to support his claim of state capture by the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government. In an X post Wednesday, that's yesterday, August 21, 2024, the MP said that the menace of state capture is more serious than he feared, adding that it is the reason the Akufo-Addo government has refused to publish records of the sale of state lands under it. Dash it away. My brother, I've been crying from last night. These are people in power, and they don't have the conscience to say that, oh, because we are in power, let us not be seen to be land grabbing, aka state capturing. They don't care. They use their influence to be able to take over the land, take over state property. Look at what Brian Echampa wanted to do the other day, so shamelessly. He wanted to take up hotels owned by the nation at the time that the hotels that were supposed to be sold, my brother, my sister, were needed most by the state. Every now and then we host events in this country, right? Football games, in fact, sporting activities in general, and even more. When we have these people coming in, where do we host them? We don't have a state carrier. The Ghana Airways has long been killed, waiting for its resurrection. My brother, my sister. So we fly people in via other states' carriers. Egypt Air, Ethiopian Airlines, and so on and so forth. Even when we have the games hosted right here in Ghana. Our conscience is not telling us that we should get a state carrier. No, we don't have a national carrier. But we are busily stealing from the state. In this case, my brother, my sister, ABLAKWA is saying that he wants to see the data and the full details, unredacted, of these sales to cronies, appointees, family, and friends in the Nana Akufo-Addo government. I am so devastated by this. Let's even say that they bought them at the right amount. Did they advertise to the general public that they were selling these lands? Did they advertise that, oh, government wants to sell A, B, C, D? Those of you who are interested, come and bid. But no, they sold them under the carpet to their own cronies, and cronyism continues to grow. This was the man who told us he was too old to steal. This was the man who told us he would not run a family and friends government. This was the man who told us he would take us to the next level. After all, we're sitting on money that we couldn't see because we're blind to money. Today, we are seeing state capture in east through west in this Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo government. Well, we can only pray. And the prayer is that Ghanaians are not going to accept any result after the election except that the NPP is gone. And these are not my words. The words of their own party founders. And I'm talking about Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo and the rest of them. We all remember when Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo a few weeks back told us in plain black and white that the only verdict after the December 7 election, 2024, that Ghanaians would accept is when the NPP is out. It doesn't matter which party comes into power. Ghanaians are fed up with this dirty government. They are not even ashamed. They are still going around campaigning. And the people who gather to listen to these people, I am so shocked. You don't see the blatant state capture. You don't see the corruption. You don't see the inefficiencies and inefficacies. You don't see the incompetence of these people running to the IMF and the World Bank. They are still borrowing, even though they just have about 4 months to go. And when they borrow, my brother, you and I pay. What they are giving out to their cronies, families and friends belong to me and you. Maybe if they had announced it and advertised that they were going to sell state lands, many people would have come out to say, okay, we too, we want to buy it. But no, underground, they pass that Nicodemously to their cronies. God will judge them in the harshest terms. Posterity will slap their cringing brows with hands of iron. Is the black pot, aka Kokoshonomo, where we speak truth to power. Next story, my youth, and come here. The next one is another sad story, and it says Ghana's UK Regina house seized. Why should Ghana have a house in the UK called Regina? Is Regina a Ghanaian name? Look at it. So splendidly beautiful. Look at it. And it's called Regina House. Why? Is it named after some dead old white woman who came to slap some 5 people at the Gold Coast Post, or what? After naming so many streets after Queen Elizabeth and denying our own freedom fighters their right to be on it, calling our founders nothing, and disregarding the efforts of all these great leaders is sad. This is the Regina House. It's a Ghana diplomatic outfit in the UK. When you go to the UK, this is one of our edifices. Better still, one of our edifices. That's it. It's no more there. You know why? I've been crying. Run the story, my youth. Watch this. Trafigura seizes Ghana's Regina House in London. Over 134 million judgment debt default. You know what Trafigura is? Ghana owes Trafigura 134 million American dollars. And if you look at Trafigura, you see that the eye has something like a drop. That's supposed to be something like energy. They deal in energy. You see that? It's like a drop, like oil. They are engaged in all these kinds of energy sources. And they make sure that they carry their business well without any joke. In the days of Dumso, we went all over to them and signed a contract with them. They provided us with power. We were enjoying the power. Oh, yes. And then, when this government came into power, they decided to cancel Trafigura's contract somewhere in 2018. And they went to court. We have a contract with you, and this is what you have done to us. Please. They didn't go to court. They said that it was the COVID time, so Ghana didn't go, as we were told. And the British court asked them, are you the only people who had COVID? The whole world, everybody suffered from COVID. Why should you use it as an excuse? They slapped Ghana with close to 140 million costs. Close to $140 million cost. We were busily spending 15 million American dollars feeding sportsmen in Ghana. 3 million American dollars fizzled into thin air. Now there's a big match between the GBC boss and the Minister of Sports as to where the 3 million American dollars passed. What a nation. Magic nation. Run the story, my youth. And come here. Hey, Raddy. Joy News can confirm that oil conglomerate Trafigura's Ghana Power Generation Company has taken over one of the country's most important commercial properties, the Regina House in London, following the failure of the government to pay up a 134 million judgment debt. So for 4 years, Trafigura has been unsuccessful in getting the government of Ghana to pay up the judgment debt awarded to the energy firm after the abrupt termination of a power purchase agreement. My God. This situation forced Trafigura to secure another judgment in the United States courts, which awarded a mandatory interest on the default of $101.4 million American dollars, which remains the arrears to be paid by the Republic of Ghana. Attorney General Godfrey Yabuadame has told Joy News it is up to the finance minister to expedite action on the payment. Following the latest Joy News report on the United States District Court ruling, Vice President of Imani Africa, Bright Simmons, took to social media platform X, formerly called Twitter, to state that one of Ghana's most important commercial properties, the Regina House in London, has been taken over by Trafigura, following the judgment debt award by a tribunal in the United Kingdom. Sad, man. According to Bright Simmons, information on the seizure is being concealed by the government of Ghana. Oh, Irade. That's it. My brother, we have lawyers in this country. We have a lawyer who is a president, even though many say they have never seen his certificate. A lawyer of good standing. And we come into power surrounded by lawyers, and we make such unpardonable legal mistakes. Sometimes I wish I could just speak tree, so millions more would understand what I'm saying easily. My brother, we signed a contract with Trafigura, Ghana, to give us energy to be able to fight Dumso and much more. They did. But when this government came into power in 2018, oh, no, we cannot pay this, blah, 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 blah. We are going to cancel. Trafigura said, hey, cancel what? It's better to sit and think and negotiate rather than go and cancel. Please, judgment debt. They didn't care. A president who is a lawyer, Godfrey Dame, a lawyer of good standing, they canceled the contract. 2018. And when they did, the matter went straight to court. They awarded the judgment debt of 134 million American dollars to Trafigura. Free trouble. You cancel the contract. I claim I have lost, even though I still have my oil and my energy badges, whatever. The court say, oh, it's true. You have to respect law and order, and slap Ghana with a fee of 134 million American dollars. On the first days of the sitting, Godfrey Dame never appeared there. He was busily gallivanting here, probably also hoping to land grab. In other words, state capture. As the Nana Akufo-Addo government is busily doing. It's a disgrace. I remember Godfrey Dame saying plainly that they will go and deal with the government. Yes. And they dealt with the government of Ghana. And then they now said they will go and deal with the law and deal with this issue. They were giving such flimsy excuses as, oh, COVID didn't allow us to come to court. And disgracefully, they have lost the case. Now they have seized our Regina House. Why didn't they name it Ndeura Jakpa House? If it's a woman you want, Ya Asantua could have taken it. Or Ekua Okaile. Or if you want a more serious name, Okaile Manche. You put a name there. But you went to put Regina on this building. Who knows? Maybe they wanted to say something else. Close to Regina. But for the sake of decency, they chose Regina. Ghana, this is where we are. Beautiful edifice, taking over. Whilst we are at home, capturing land capture, state capture for cronies and friends. Outside, people we have been so careless to, disrespectful of law and order, are also taking over the property of this nation. And they still have the mouth to go around and campaign. Sometimes I wished we were operating an anarchy. Honestly. Look at what they are doing. And yet they still go around campaigning. BAWUMIA is busily dancing Azonto. whilst they are state capturing. BAWUMIA is running around with his off-step dance. And the economy is dancing Azonto back into slavery. It's not funny. I am angry. That is why I told you guys, if you vote for BAWUMIA and his arrogant running mate Napu, I will applaud you. But I won't stay in Ghana and be part of this stupid suffering. Why do I say stupid suffering? Look, for close to 8 years, look at what they have done with the economy. They are not even ready to apologize. The other day, the new finance minister, Amin Adam, came and apologized. They attacked him and said he shouldn't have apologized. They are not even ready to apologize. They are so arrogant. The president who begged us to give him the chance to be president, and we gave that to him. He fanfooled us and made us feel like he was a humble guy. We didn't know that he was Satan's uncle. Today we voted Satan's uncle into power, and we are seeing arrogance in full flare. Well, the Regina house is gone. Land at Wireless gone, and much more is being sold by the Nana Akufo-Addo BAWUMIA government. And they don't have the shame. They still go around campaigning that they want to break the AIDS. We are Ghanaians. We are patriots. We shall speak no matter what the people say. It is only in Africa where you are fighting thieves, and the people you are fighting for will fight you back and protect the thieves, because the thieves are their thieves. In Africa, we have two types of thieves: our thieves and their thieves. Depending on whose thief it is not a thief. Yet they steal from the same source, the state. Oh my God. Do you want to write it down? In Africa, we have two types of thieves: our thieves and their thieves. Depending on whose thief it is, he is not a thief. The sad thing is, both thieves steal from the same source, the state. Oh, Jesus. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kokoshonoma, where we speak truth to power. Bring me Godfred Dame here. Mr. Godfred Dame, State Attorney. How do you feel when you were raising your voice and saying that nobody can destroy your reputation, and that it was the finance minister who was supposed to pay the money, and you are not the finance minister, therefore nobody should hold you responsible? How do you feel? A lawyer of your repute. You all sat down and watched this terrible mess erupt in your faces. And you go around calling each other, oh, my learned colleague, my learned colleague, my learned colleague. How learned are you? You are the guys who make people not to even want to do law, because you are a disgrace to law. You and Nana Akufo-Addo and the rest of you. It's sad. Ghana has lost 134 million plus interest and more. Now, the Regina house has been taken. Your colleagues are busily state capturing. If it was in the days of Rawlings, you would have been tied to different stakes, and bullets will be made to journey through your brains. Anytime I say this, I quickly add that I'm glad that those days are no more here. They were days of anarchy and barbarism. But you guys are benefiting and enjoying from the beauty of democracy. You have turned it into a democracy. That's my way. When we return, my brother, we have 4 more issues to look at, and they are deep. Today, if I'm a little slow, it's because I've been crying from morning. Yes. Hey! Hey! Wayo!
Skipper George.
Blackpot. Coco show.
It's the black pot, aka Kokoshonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Did you see the quote? Did you see the quote? Alpha Blondie is talking to us. And this is deep. Alpha Blondie. He says, every day, my brother, my sister, we look into a certain book. And that book, my brother, my sister, is the history book. And the history book, we feel it every day, every minute, every second with hopefulness. Can you bring me the quote? Watch the quote. But I see history as a book with many pages. And each day we fill a page with acts of hopefulness and meaning. Oh, Jesus. This is the hopefulness and meaning we are giving to you. Even though the nation has been run aground by incompetent leaders, selfish leaders, we are still giving you hope. Now, when we give you hope, who gives us hope? Who watches the watchman? Who encourages the motivational speaker? We all are humans. The motivational speaker needs a motivational speaker. Let us all look at this very carefully. Anytime we open that history book and we want to fill in the pages, let us make it hope and meaning. Let's make that our backbone. Hope and meaning. What does it mean to say hope and meaning? We're giving you hope, but it's meaningful hope. In other words, we are trying to give your life a meaning for you to continue to call yourself Ghanaian with pride. That's it away. It's the black pot. Today, as I said, we have a number of issues to look at, so we're going to run with speed. Next story, my youths. Ghana, remittances worth more than gold. Cocoa. Hey. Remittances worth more than gold. Cocoa. Oh my God. Do you know what that means? It means that our brothers and sisters who left Ghana because of crisis and they are in England, in America, in Japan, in China, and all those countries, they send us money, which is worth more than our cocoa and gold. It means remittances are worth more than gold and cocoa in Ghana. We make more money from our brothers and sisters who have traveled outside this nation than we get from cocoa and gold combined. When I saw this, I told myself I will not understand. Run it, my youths. Look at the story. This one is coming from My Joy Online. Remittances generate more revenue than gold and cocoa. Ghana is all about gold and cocoa. The white man came here and saw so much gold, so he called us Gold Coast. If there's another product that is giving us more revenue than gold, then it must be a superhuman commodity. Remittances. Ye kwa bruchre kwa boy no. Boy jumano. Pao pai jumano. Eno e mais kacha ye gold, ye sika kokko any ye cocoa. Ka e ferry asempa, enu wasem. This is Dr. Tuahini talking. But who is Dr. Tuahini? This is Dr. Tuahini. Have you seen his face before? Does he look like a man who will lie? Run the story, man. Watch it, my youth. Banking and finance analyst Dr. Richmond Tuahini says Ghana's inflow from remittances is higher compared to oil, cocoa, and even gold. This, according to him, is because the country generated 28.6 billion American dollars from 8 remittances, that's remittances, over a 10-year period as compared to 18.7 billion from cocoa and 7.6 billion from gold the same period. Bring it back. Marala, watch it. It says, remittances. Oh, wait, oh, me send you $10. Or chida me send you $100. Oh, me send you say now I say, amami why? May say, within a period of 10 years, it generated 28.6 billion American dollars. And within that same period of 10 years, cocoa gave us 18.7 billion, while gold gave us 7.6 billion American dollars in 10 years. And when you add this, you would get less than 28 billion generated by remittances. Next page. Speaking at the 3rd edition of the Graphic Business Stanbic Bank Breakfast Meeting on August 20 at the Labadi Beach Hotel in Accra, Dr. Ituahini stressed that if the revenue generated from gold is added to that of cocoa, remittances will still top, leaving a gap of 2.3 billion. So that is why some of us have described it as gold, super gold. Remember I was telling you. Super gold, because it is something, if it is well structured, captured, traced into the balance sheet, I think Ghana will be somewhere. I think maybe near Dubai, because it is something that will support the economy. Dash it away. Bosu, menim se utiasia. But those who understand should explain those who don't understand. Our brothers and sisters who leave this country in frustration to work in America and England, monthly, daily, maybe yearly, the amount of money they send to us from Dubai, from America, from Japan, from China, England, the money they send to us time after time. Oh, me actually, but I am a friend saying Western Union Kakra, amount $100. Within a period of 10 years, it gave us more money here in Ghana than gold and cocoa combined. Why is the Minister of Cocoa still in power? Why is the Minister of Gold still in power? A period of 10 years. So this 10 years, the MPP government has been in it for 8 years. Let's go back and check other statistics so that we'll be able to stand up and say, so if remittances are giving us this much, why don't we stop all these things and then concentrate on producing people to go and get into this slavery? My brother, it's sad. Have you traveled outside before? I have been to America. I've been to England. I've been to so many different countries in the world, thanks to the Almighty Father who makes it easy for me to travel. I pray that you also have that so you can travel around. People who travel are very smart people. They get to compare so many different things. Their brains are open more, and they are more open to so many different things intellectually. That's why you don't have to joke with a traveler. They are so experienced. I go to America and I see a lot of our young girls and boys, no matter their education, if you see the kind of work they are doing. I go to South Africa. South Africans are not ready to do some jobs. For instance, in the apple farms, the grape farms and all that, it is us who do that. And yet we are killed every now and then, xenophobic attacks. They kill us in America and England. Black Lives Matter has not been able to stop them from shooting us and killing us on the streets of the West. My brother, if your biggest revenue is coming from your citizens who have run out of this country to go and do power, then you are still in slavery. If they were properly trained expatriates, should I say it again? If they were properly trained expatriates, like engineers, maybe sportsmen, maybe cocoa farmers, whatever it teachers, doctors, nurses, and they go out in export to be able to work for a certain period of time so the Ghanaian government can reap some benefits, then we would have applauded. But no, these are people who went through the desert, Libya. 200 of them went. 198 were shot and killed by Tuaregs. Only 2 were able to make it to Europe. They are those sending the money down. Some white guy came here and promised some 2 young girls that he would take them abroad. He succeeded in taking them and he turned them into sex slaves. They found a way to escape. They are those who are sending money and it's worth more than your gold and your cocoa. BBC just interviewed some people in Lebanon from Kenya. They are crying that they want to come home because of the Hezbollah-Israel war, but they can't come because of contractual problems. Are we still enslaved? And this government still has the effrontery to go around and campaign. For me as an intellectual, it hurts. I will not sit here and encourage that without apology. You see, I want to tell you, brethren, with all love and respect, I could have also sold out like all these guys who are state capturing and stealing. I'm more brilliant than a lot of them. More intelligent than a lot of these guys. I could have done that too. It's a matter of going into BAWUMIA's camp or any of the politicians' camp, align with them. I speak good English. I write good English. I can write anything. Then I also get the state property. I also get corrupt and make money. So when I meet some guys and they are like, oh yeah, oh yeah, why am I here no ediming? Why who made us poor? Is the same thieves that are your thieves that you protect that we are fighting. I could have been rich. Stupidly rich. I said it. I am an intelligent guy. I went to school. I have degrees. I have terminal degrees, my brother. I could have done anything. That's why I don't like talking about degrees that I have. Because I don't want it to look like that is the pedigree. No. We have a lot of terminal degree holders who are stupid. No common sense. How about that? Where would I go and I can't fit? But no, Ghana first. Ghana first. Anyway, Paupa, Ghana Paupa in America and England is giving us more money than our cocoa and gold combined. Thank you so much, Dr. Ituahine, for telling us this. Nyankopon shao pa wakasa. Your leaders no. Omo adwene no atutu te sem confirm omo tutu ko Burkina no. He say ye ko Burkina na ye akogye saa adwene no abre omo biom. And I'm speaking tongue in cheek. The remittances are giving more money than your renowned cocoa and gold. And yeah. Nyankopon shira henda. It's the Black Pot, aka Cocoa Show. When we return, we will be reading your messages. And at the same time, we have 3 more issues to discuss. Hey! Hey! Wayo!
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Cocoa Show, man.
Remember to share the broadcast so everybody can get to see this. And remember, we are also so happy to announce your products on this show. Make sure that your products come here. Let's do business. Yes. The whole world is watching this. Oh my God. It is the biggest patriotism show in the whole country and the whole of Africa. And we are happy to be the masters of patriotism. Here we don't do politics. It's too cheap for us. What we do is called patriotism. It's the Black Port, aka COCOBOD. Yes. Let's look at your comments. Okay. Ras Osaje Fuduwabil, Tindando, Gomado, Yenizorbil says fire. Wani boy, welcome back, my king. So, yes. Saw the share of the video I did to your song, appreciated. More to come. Well, yes. Thank you so much. Wani boy, made a video of a song that I released in the Timbuktu by Road album, and it's gone viral. Thank you so much. Steve Jones says, well done, sir. Ellis Brown says, well, welcome back. Speaking truth to power. Skimo Media, respect to you, Black Rasta. Muhammad Bajia One says, Anula Mbiale, roar louder than the lion. Run the story, my own. Come here. You think so you day wise. Keep speaking truth to power. Why? Signed MC Scorpion, Insider Shyman. Mahmoud Demba says, greetings, Black. I think the youth of Ghana are not hungry enough. Most of the time, people say they are not angry enough. He says they are not hungry enough. Anka ekom dim edin papa. MC anka enyina be sorry. It's an insult. Look at what these people did. They are still paying judgment debt. They are stealing houses that we have sweated to be able to get in the UK. Duabeli says boom, boom. Mark Romeo Ofori says, greetings, Professor Blakk. Sir. He says, Samuel ABLAKWA Okujeto, the future president. Tambo Gideon says, more fire. Duabeli says, Black Rasta, you know what? We wait to see whether Okujeto ABLAKWA will continue the same great works as he is doing now or not. Politicians are not to be trusted. He might be doing it in favor of his party. Well, we have seen him also descend on his party members. We hope, just as you said, and pray that he will continue this. Once in a while, I call him, and he tells me, oh, Black Rasta, I hear all the good things you're doing, and blah, blah, blah. I said, good. When you come into power, acknowledge the same old good things. When they come into power, they see us as enemies, because we now join the opposition to criticize the rot in the country. We are always with the opposition, every time, because they are those who are coming out with the facts about robbery in our country. Is the Black Port. Next one. And keep your comments coming. Remember to share the broadcast so many more people will see this. Hey, Ghana records no maturity in politics. What should I say? This is the man who, he's the man talking. He says Ghana has recorded no maturity in politics. What does he mean? Say after 30 years, one would have expected some sort of maturity in our politics. Professor Ajimandria, that's his name. The former UN senior governance advisor. Professor Bafo Ajimandria has expressed concerns about the conduct of political parties during election years. According to him, given Ghana's progress over the years, one would have expected a greater level of maturity in the country's politics. Speaking on Joy News Upfront, Joy News is Upfront on Wednesday, August 21, he stated that signing a peace pact or agreement is not necessary because the country did not begin on such a mechanism. However, he said that it has become increasingly important due to the growing mistrust and tensions generated by political parties as elections approach. I share the same thing with this man here. We are going for a competition and we have to sign that we will be professional. Hey, yo. But frankly, I'm worried because if after 30 years of this republic, towards every election, we are going to have this kind of tension. The political parties are going to create fear and panic by their needless rhetoric, threatening leader to hold onto power or fight to get power. Those things for me are very unfortunate. Dash it away. Prof has spoken the truth. I said it yesterday and the day before. Anytime Ghana is going for elections, and so many other African countries for that matter, it's like a war zone. People now start buying guns. People hoard food because it's going to be a war zone. People are going to go hungry. So if you don't hoard food, and then there's a no movement around, you will die in your room. Gunshots ahead. Macho men steal ballot boxes. We beat each other. We kill each other as if we were miscreants. Better still, let me get a better one. Like as if we're barbaric people. Well, Prof has spoken. I can't say anything. It is what it is. Right now, we are forcing people to sign. We know what we have put in place. That is why we are asking people to quickly sign. Let's sign that peace pact in our hearts. Let's all put Ghana first. Why is it that when elections are happening in America, nobody pulls guns and shoots people? Eh? Why is it that when elections are happening in America, people don't hoard food? Only with us. Because we are barbaric. We are from the Stone Age. So because of that, my brother, my sister, we all have to stand up and shoot each other. Because we want our man to be president. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Coco Show no more, where we speak truth to power. Dash. And come here. Now, see if you can remove that frame from out of it. I'm seeing some black frame around me so I can see my face properly. Anyway, so it is what it is, my brother. Next story, my you. This story we are looking at is rolling on your screen. Next story. Please let it flow and be quick and flow with me. Work with me. COCOBOD tries to go independent. COCOBOD tries to go independent. What is COCOBOD? Do you know COCOBOD? Ghana Cocoa Board. These are the people who control our cocoa. The cocoa that has become worthless, that remittances have even generated more revenue than. Oh my God. Tete Kwashe will be rolling in his grave. Gold and cocoa combined, remittances has overpowered these two heavy products in our country in terms of revenue. Oh, Jesus. Well, it looks like something good is about to happen, or is it a mere rhetoric? Run it, my youths. Watch it. It says COCOBOD isn't borrowing from foreign banks because it's not creditworthy. These are minorities talking. My brother, a few days ago, the COCOBOD came out and said they are not going to borrow any money. They are going to raise the money internally and be able to make it happen. So they are going to be truly independent. After all, Ghana cocoa is the best cocoa in the world. So instead of going out to borrow from Eurobond and some other such outfits, they would raise the money internally. Farmers were so happy about it. They jubilated. But this is what the minority is saying. Now, the minority leader, Kessiel Atuforsen, has described the Ghana Cocoa Board's decision not to borrow from foreign banks as contrived and face-saving. In a statement issued on Wednesday, August 21, the minority leader noted that it is a tactic deployed to hide the fact that COCOBOD is no longer creditworthy. The announcement of COCOBOD that it has taken a bold decision not to borrow from foreign banks to finance cocoa purchases after 32 years is false, unmeritorious, contrived, and face-saving. Portions of the statement said, dash it away. So you see, 4 months to the election, finance minister says that, yes, they are going to borrow. Oh my God. They will borrow. If borrowing was all, if governance was all about borrowing, who cannot be the president of this country? My brother, now Cocoa Board has borrowed money. Cocoa Board has had a lot of aid coming from Europe. Recently, they threatened that they won't take Ghana cocoa again because it's polluted by galamsey and so on and so forth. Child labor and all that. And my own lecturer from KNUST is the boss of COCOBOD. I had to take him on. That's him. Mr. Edu was my lecturer at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, but he's let us down. He's been so inefficient with this COCOBOD, and it's sad. I'm so disappointed. Right now, according to the minority, they are not able to go out there and borrow because they are not credit-worthy. You know what that means? We gave you loans. You were not able to use the loans properly. So next time you come, we won't give you loans. You did not pay on time, and so on and so forth. That is credit unworthiness. You see some people, anytime they come asking you for money, you always give it to them because they will come back and pay. There are others, forget it. They will take it, and if you want your money back, you have to explain to them why you want your own money back. There are some people like that. You come and borrow money from me. Oh, my wife and children are sick. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I give you the money. Oh, I'll come and pay back in 2 weeks. 6 months later, he's not there. You need the money. You are hoping that he will respect himself and come and pay. He's not coming. So you pick up a phone and call him. He doesn't answer. The first 20 calls, he won't answer. The 21st call, he answers. Oh, then they charge my phone. Oh. For the past 3 weeks, he was charging his phone. Okay. The money I gave you, my leg break. Oh, so I'm finding it difficult to walk. I will need that money to go and fix the leg. You can never call a Ghanaian who owes you to tell him that you need your money back without giving him a reason. That is the same thing they are taking international. That's why a lot of people do not lend money to anybody, because I don't want to come back to you begging you for my own money. A professor of mine in America told me one thing. He said, Blakk Rasta, if you want a Ghanaian who's been worrying you to go away from you, lend him money. This guy is always worrying you. He comes to your house, joking and all that. If you don't want him, loan him money. He will never pay. And for that matter, he will keep running away from you and you will have your peace. If you have that kind of thing, it's sad. We support COCOBOD's decision to generate internal revenue to purchase beans. Concerned Farmers Association. Well, it is what it is. Whether concerned farmers are saying this or not, the most important thing is that let us be truly independent. Let us stand on our 2 feet and be able to fight for our own people. For 32 solid years, COCOBOD should have been on its feet. You are still begging for money. It's a disgrace. Dash it away. Next story, my youth, and make it quick. Now the next story we are looking at, and this is the penultimate story. It says, BAWUMIA makes pledges to prisoners. Is this the last story? All right, so this is the last story. So BAWUMIA has taken his promises to the prison. Wherever there are human beings, BAWUMIA will make sure that he goes there to promise them. Very soon, he will go to the prostitutes and circle and promise them 1 prostitute, 1 condom. Very soon, BAWUMIA will go out there and promise the goats and the fowls on the street that Christmas, nobody will slaughter them anymore. Hallelujah. The king of promises. But if he truly means what he's saying, it's a good thing. But the problem is, do they mean it? Run the story. Watch this. Prisoners' daily allowances to be increased. And this is Dr. BAWUMIA talking. The flag bearer of the MPP, Dr. Mahmoud BAWUMIA, has revealed that his government will significantly increase the daily allowance of prisoners. Currently, prisoners are on a daily feeding allowance of 1 cedi 80 pesos per day. And for some time now, the amount has remained unchanged. Now, what it is that you may see it as 1 cedi 80 pesos, but because they are producing the food in bulk, it makes sense. But if everybody was given 1 cedi 80 pesos a day, it will not make any sense. But bulk purchases will make some of these things a little meaningful. But even with that, they live in conditions that are so horrible. But speaking in order, during his campaign tour, Dr. BAWUMIA expressed strong concern over the amount and revealed that the amount will be increased to 6 cedis per day from next year by the government. Dash it away. Well, you see, prisoners sitting there. Some of them even have banged bears. In a lot of African prisons, it's so crowded, like this one that you see here. They sleep on the floor. And when they go to toilet, 4 people go at the same time. It's fitum. So this one is here, that one is here, your buttocks are close to each other. This one is here, the other one is here, buttocks are close to each other, and you are firing missiles into the pit. Hallelujah. It's sad the way we treat our prisoners. So our prisons are no longer reformatory. You know what it is? They become places for torture and punishment. But if I was president, all these prisons will be closed. I will turn them into hotels. They will eat good, they will sleep good, but they will work good. My brother, they will work good. Where are the Nkrumah State Farms? A lot of these people, if they cannot even hold the hoe, they can be trained. In prison, they are being trained. Some of them can drive combined harvesters. The fight against Galamsey, my brother, some of these people could be used to do that. When they know that they will return to a good home, eat some good food. In prisons abroad, some prisoners even earn money whilst working in prison. Some people go to prison and come out with PhDs. But our prison, you go in and come out with sicknesses and impotence. BAWUMIA says he will make their food a little bit more nutritional so that at least their rights could be respected. It's a positive thing, but again, a man who is full of promises and fulfills 1 out of every 1 trillion cannot be trusted. Is the Black Pot, aka COCOBOD, where we speak truth to power. Take our numbers on the screen and do business with us. Excuse me. Now let's look at your comments. Mahmoud Demba says, Blakk, can you please add a phone call segment on your show? At least a WhatsApp call segment. We'll do that. We'll certainly do that. We're trying to finish our studio. It's still not complete. We'll complete it and then we'll do that. Michael Akunzuya says, Blakk Rasta, are you sure Akufo-Addo and Godfrey Dame are lawyers? God have mercy. Well, Tino Biz GH, I love you, die, Blakk Rasta. I can listen to you for hours, 100% fire. Joseph Ashley says, speaking truth to power. Bro Bank says, the greatest Pan-African is Blakk Rasta. Come here. My youth, you think say you day wise. Woyoy, thanks for always speaking truth to power. Woyoy. Pibil David Ngambiri. He says, Blakk Rasta, may God bless you for the good work you're doing. Kwekwembil says, greetings, Blakk Rasta. Keep the pot, yes, the black pot boiling with the truth. God bless. And it's all the way from Chicago. Yeah, brother Kweku. But then we be able to call. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. You see what is happening to our nation, brother Kweku? Well, Andre Salifu says, more fire, Blakk Rasta, watching you from Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. Respect and love. We want to say thank you. We appreciate you and we love you. It's been the Black Pot, aka COCOBOD, where we speak truth to power. I love you and appreciate you. I'm going to catch you again tomorrow, same time, 6 p.m. sharp. Until then, I love you. I appreciate you. Spread the word. We are back. Black Empire Media. My name is Blakk Rasta. On behalf of my team here and my crew. Hey! Hey! Wayo!